All right. The production you're about to watch explores mature themes and violence. All acts of violence are fake and carefully choreographed to cause no physical harm. All weapons are props. The story that follows is inspired by true events, but it is entirely fictional.
We're fortunate to have men and women who work hard at the CIA, serving on our behalf. These are patriots. And whatever the report says, if it diminishes their contributions to our country, it is way off base. And I knew the directors, I knew the deputy directors, I knew a lot of the operators. These are good people, really good people, and we're lucky as a nation to have them.
When did serving my country become a bad thing?
He was a terrorist. My son was not a terrorist.
They killed an innocent man for nothing.
On April 9, 2004, Omar Tlaib died in Central Intelligence Agency custody in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, at a CIA black site referred to as Strawberry Fields. A decade later, we learned of his death. His family is suing the CIA for wrongful death and violating American laws on torture. The following are interviews with those involved in his case. Can you please state your name and title?
Joanne County, CIA Special Agent.
Maria Vasquez, former CIA Special Agent.
Can you describe the nature of your work?
We did what we were told to protect the people of the United States.
Are you proud of what you did?
The people don't know how much we do for this country. We are patriots who do what we're told to fight for the health and safety of the United States people. So yes, I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud I fought for this country.
Do you think Muslims are more likely to be terrorists?
No, not necessarily. I mean, in practice, there have been more cases.
Did you use enhanced interrogation techniques on Omar Tlaib?
Yes, however, every technique we use, the CIA has used before, and it's been proven to not have long-lasting physical harm.
For how long did you use these enhanced interrogation techniques on him?
About 8 months.
Did you use methods of torture on Mr. Tlaib?
I am not at liberty to disclose that information.
Did you starve Mr. Tlaib for long periods of time?
I am not at liberty to disclose that information.
Did you subject Mr. Tlaib to stress positions for long periods of time?
I am not at liberty to disclose that information.
Did you threaten Mr. Tlaib with violence against him and his family?
I am not at liberty to disclose that information.
Was Mr. Tlaib a victim of music torture?
I am not at liberty to say.
Did you waterboard Mr. Tlaib?
I am not at liberty to say.
Did your methods kill Omar Tlaib?
I am not at liberty to
Mr.
say.
Tlaib was already ill when he entered our vicinity. He died of natural causes, so no, we did not kill him.
Why did you do it?
Imagine 30 patriots, 30 American soldiers fighting for their country away from their homes and families for months. They expected they might die in battle. But from a terrorist, an American citizen, Omar Tlaib was a terrorist. Get him over here.
Move!
Come on!
I've done nothing.
This is gonna be your home for a while. I can't believe you're a disgrace to this country.
I've done nothing wrong.
You're a
Let me
terrorist.
go. Let me go. Can you please state your name and relation to Omar Tlaib?
My name is Zainab Tlaib, and he was my son.
Can you describe Omar in his childhood?
He was a good kid. He never hurt anyone. He tried his best to make friends in our small town, Hills, Minnesota.
How important was religion to Omar growing up?
We practiced, but not strictly. We said our prayers.
Did he ever express animosity towards the U.S. government?
No, never. He's grown up in the United States. It's all he can remember. All he wanted was to make the world a better place.
Did he ever express radical ideology to you?
Not that I know of.
When he said he was going to Afghanistan, what did he tell you?
He said that he was going to work for an NGO, the Global Islamic Foundation for Afghanistan, I think.
And when the CIA told you about your son's death, how did you feel?
Betrayed. He was a U.S. citizen. He loved the United States government. He would never do anything to hurt the people who lived here. Yet they called him a terrorist. They killed him. My son was not a terrorist.
Can you please state your name and relation to Omar Tlaib?
My name is Gregory Peterson, and I am a human rights lawyer representing Mr. Tlaib and his family, and I'm his childhood friend.
Can you describe Mr. Tlaib and his childhood?
So Omar moved here from Afghanistan in 3rd grade, and people didn't treat him well. They weren't familiar with minorities or people from our non-diverse town, and I was assigned to him to help guide him through new classes, and he was just so kind and smart and wouldn't hurt a fly.
How important was religion to Omar Tlaib?
Well, I don't have much experience with people who are Muslim, but their family was very normal, not ultra-conservative or radicalized like they show in the news, and religion was never something he was very open about.
Did he ever express animosity towards the U.S. government?
No. Omar was a patriot. He was innocent, and he loved this country and the opportunities here.
Did he ever express radical ideology to you?
Maybe radical in the sense that he disagreed with the current government of Afghanistan and wanted to reform it and bring about democracy.
What exactly did he tell you when he was going to Afghanistan?
He said he was working for the Global Islamic Fund for Afghanistan, an NGO to spread democracy and peace.
In your lawsuit, you say the CIA violated American laws on torture. Can you elaborate on that?
So as a human rights lawyer, I've represented numerous terrorist suspects because I believe that the United States methods of torture are so archaic and overused, and nobody should be subject to things like waterboarding. They killed an innocent man for nothing.
In the lawsuit brought against the Central Intelligence Agency, the family of Omar Tlaib alleged the CIA used extrajudicial and illegal methods to extract information from him. Zaina Tlaib remained firm they wanted information her son would not have. The ruling on this case would set an enormous precedent on the authority of the CIA. The Justice Department is repeating its assertion that its techniques do not cause lasting physical damage, and that Tlaib died of other causes outside of the CIA's control.
Alright, get him in here. We gotta get him to talk this time.
Please, let me go, please.
Come on! Tie him down.
Get up!
What did you do?
Hands down!
Let me go, I did nothing wrong.
No, today you're gonna tell us exactly what
I
you did.
told you that you had done nothing wrong.
First question. Why were you in Afghanistan?
I already told you. I was working with the Global Islamic Fund for
That's a
Afghanistan.
Why were you really in Afghanistan?
I'm telling you the truth. You have to believe me.
Come on.
More!
Who are you working for?
I already told you.
That's a
Who
lie.
It's not a lie. I tell you.
Where were you on December 24th, 2002?
I was in Kandahar, but I had nothing to do with those attacks.
I don't believe you.
I had nothing. I told you.
Did you know you killed 30 American soldiers?
I had nothing to do with those attacks.
Did you know you killed 14 Afghan citizens that day?
I had nothing to do with those attacks. Please.
Give me a picture. Who is this man?
What are you talking about? What are
Do
you?
you know the name of the man in this picture?
What are you?
Come on. Is this man Abdul Wazir?
Yes.
The picture.
Yes, Abdul was here.
Why were you with him?
Why?
It was a business transaction. The Taliban is the government of Afghanistan. You want to get it?
Why were you with him?
It was to get medicine to people. You want to do business in Afghanistan. You have to meet with the Taliban. I did nothing wrong.
Come on.
More!
More water. Tell me about it. Tell me exactly what you did with him.
It was a business transaction to get money to the citizens, to get medicine for the citizens of Afghanistan. You can follow the money. It was purely a business transaction. Nothing improper happened. I promise you I did nothing wrong. You have to believe me.
Did you know of the plot to attack the U.S. troops?
I already told you I had no
Come
knowledge.
on, I'm done with this. Check his pulse.
He's dead.
What do you mean?
Oh, God.
This one's supposed to kill him.
Shake it. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It wasn't, but he deserved it. We got our information. He was a terrorist.
Washington Post, April 2004. Taliban leader captured by CIA in Afghanistan. Washington Post, September 2004. Arrested Taliban leader confesses to terrorist charges. New York Times, September 2004. Arrested Taliban leader exposes 3 plots against U.S. in Afghanistan.
5 days after Omar Tlaib died in the CIA custody, the agency located Abdul Wazir, a high-ranking Taliban leader in Kabul, Afghanistan. Through information gleaned from Omar Tlaib, agents were able to draw a financial link between the Global Islamic Foundation for Afghanistan to other organizations, and then to Wazir. While Omar Tlaib's involvement with Abdul Wazir and the Taliban is unconfirmed, the information in his interrogations revealed is believed to have prevented 3 potential attacks on U.S. troops and Afghan citizens in the country.
In 2005, the CIA destroyed videotapes depicting prisoners being interrogated under torture. An internal justification was that they showed was so horrific that they would be devastating to the CIA, and that the heat from destroying is nothing compared to what it would be if the tapes ever got to public domain.
When did serving my country become a bad thing?
He was a terrorist.
My son was not a terrorist.
They killed an innocent man for nothing.